Welcome to another episode of StarTalks powered by AdvoTalks. So, the topic for our discussion is initiative and reforms in addressing heinous crimes in the Indian criminal justice system. Today, we have with us our esteemed guest, Advocate Hussain from Telangana High Court. He's a renowned legal and criminal law expert, and he has also retired as in position of Additional Superintendent of Police. So, thank you for joining us. And I'm excited to have this session because Sir has traveled and has been at the investigation time at the investigation site for more than 30 years in his service in police. Now he is practicing as a criminal law lawyer in the Telangana High Court. So we will be getting some deep insight about how this system work, what are the remedies which are involved, and how the heinous crimes are working, and what are the remedies involved. So welcome, sir.
Thank you, Ajit. Yeah, good morning to you all. And it's a pleasure with Advocate Talks to me also.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. It's the privilege to have you. So, sir, let us start with our first question about the understanding the gravity of heinous crimes in India. Could you provide us with an overview of what constitute heinous crimes in Indian legal system?
Yeah, very important question that we are going to discuss in an analytical approach. First of all, we have to see how many kinds of offenses are there. One is the bodily offenses, and another is the property offenses in the society, particularly. Regarding the bodily offenses, we have to see various kinds of offenses against an individual or in person or something. In that one, homicide, that is murder, is a very heinous crime in all crimes. And also rape against a lady or woman is also very heinous crime occurring in the society. There are plenty of reasons are there regarding the occurring of these heinous crimes on the individual persons, particularly that regarding murder and rape, grievous hurts, injuries, modesty of a woman, and etc. Apart from these bodily offenses, the property offenses is also there, and sometimes rioting is also occurring in large numbers and everything. The society is facing a lot of crimes in this way.
Yes, you're absolutely fine, sir. As we can see that the society and the globalization has increased. We have progressed economically, but we can also see that the crime against women, against children, especially the number and the percentage as per the NCRB data in the terms of heinous crimes are increasing. So adding to these, my another question comes over it. What are the challenges faced by Indian criminal justice system when it comes to dealing with heinous crimes? And adding to this, what has been your experience, you being from the investigation point of time, what challenges have you encountered? And if you can give some real life insight from your service.
Yeah, exactly. It is the basic question of occurring of the offense, and it will be bring to the justice. It is the basic question or fundamental question now we are facing in the society. Whenever any offense occurred in any place or in any way, the victim should immediately rush to the SHO, that is Station House Officer, or police station to lodge a complaint. After lodging a complaint, an FIR should be issued immediately, and the officer should immediately took up the investigation, apart from sending an FIR to the court, which is the cognizability, taking it to cognizability for taking further investigation. Then it starts the investigation process. After immediately the SHO or IO should visit the scene of offense and collect the physical evidence or any other incriminating material available in that scene of the offense. and if possible, he will also try to apprehend the accused on the spot or wherever he is. The information comes from regarding the accused place and everything. After arresting the accused, then after completion of the investigation, the IO has to file a charge sheet in the court of law for judicial system and everything. This is a lengthy procedure. That is a cumbersome procedure also sometimes. Particularly, issuing a FIR, it will go smoothly, nothing will be problem. But collection of evidence is the more important thing.
Yes.
On the scene of offense, or from the accused, or from the witnesses, or from the victims. These are all the crucial things we have to collect all these evidence, physical evidences, as well as technical or scientific evidences, and we have to compiling all these evidences and put forth before the court for trial purposes. After the filing the charge sheet, then the trial will take place. That is also very cumbersome procedure in the Indian our judicial system. Now we are facing a lot of time-consuming trial process. Ultimately, if the punishment will imposed on the accused, then the victim will be some extent satisfied. Or otherwise, the victim has to go from pillar to pillar up to the apex court for the justification. That means a lot of process is involved in this investigation process and trial process. That is my how do I want to strengthen my view.
Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Sir, as you have rightly encountered that the role of evidence, how crucial it is, and how things are. Now, adding to these, right? Are there any specific challenges related to the prosecution and trial process for heinous crime? Because learning from your experience, there has to be a good amount of coordination between an investigating officer as well as from the prosecutor side. So what are the real-time challenges the investigator face in terms of the trial process or in terms of delays in prosecution, and how things and how an investigating officer has to carry forward his professionalism in the court also? So what are your takes into it?
Yeah, exactly. Our Indian jurisprudence, the burden of proof lies on the prosecution. That is the principle here we are applying in our jurisprudence, Indian law jurisprudence. That means prosecution has to collect so many evidence, either physical, technological, victim side, and even from the accused side also. That is the more cumbersome process involved in this type of investigation. That means there are many times I was also not collecting sufficient evidence to establish the guilty of the accused. That means, again, the benefit of doubt will play a vital role.
Definitely.
At this juncture. That means even a smallest or simplest doubt arises in the minds of the judiciary. Definitely, this will be become outside of the purview of the trial, that is conviction or something. That means we have to make some efforts to rectify this type of one. Even now, recently, there are some reforms are coming or some amendments are coming regarding the burden of proof lies against the accused. For example, the check bounce case is there. That is the burden of the accused who has given issue the check bounce. The check has issued to the borrower. That means either a bank or any other person. That means burden, if the burden lies with the victim, that is one kind of justification is coming. But in particularly the Indian penal court system and its jurisdiction, the burden lies on the victim side. That means prosecution side.
Yeah.
There, so many factors are involved, particularly investigation and as well as trial. More trial is okay based on the within the four corner of that one, but investigation involves it is the open place in the society. There, that investigation agency has to take more steps or more cautious in collecting the evidence. That means we have to collect the foolproof evidence.
Yes.
For bringing the accused to the justice.
Yes.
That means a lot of efforts will be on the part of the IO.
Yes.
That
Perfectly
means
fine.
we have to improve the investigation system.
Yes.
It leads, it requires so many efforts,
yes.
or so many methods.
Definitely, sir. Now, adding to this, as I'm very curious that you have been into the investigation part and you have been in the role of investigating officer for more than 3 decades. I will not ask you to disclose the identity of the victim or the accused, but if you can share any of the real life stories which you have encountered as an investigating officer, you have completed the trial and eventually the accused got convicted, and that was a very satisfactory, you can say, complete process of trial for you. If you want to share it to the audience.
Yes, also. Sure. When I was the SHO, the inspector of the police at in Hyderabad city in Kulsumpura police station. One day at about 9 p.m., I received a 7-year-old girl missing case.
Okay.
Immediately, I have taken the complaint along with the photo and registered an FIR and took up investigation. Immediately, I sent my parties to search that girl in that area. Because no clues up to 12 o'clock, no clues were kept. Okay, then yesterday morning at about 6:30, when my SA is rounding the night duty in the police station, he received a complaint that a girl was moving with bleeding injuries in some locality of my police station limits. Immediately he rushed to that place and picked up the girl and immediately shifted to Usmania General Hospital, where he observed a lot of injuries on her private parts also. It is very gruesome, a very pathetic condition that girl was facing that one at that time. Immediately, I also received information. Immediately, I also rushed to the Usmania Hospital and approached the doctors, duty doctors, and consulted how to make at any cost that girl should be treated and alive also. The doctor is also very cooperative and he made all efforts regarding it. And meanwhile, I also informed to my superior officer. Particularly in that area, it is very communally hypersensitive area. That where we have to face a lot of problems, communal tensions. I have rounded up on nearly 250 members of that locality. And what I did was that I taken all photos of every person who was apprehended by me and recorded in that one. No clues were came for the last 2 months. After that, that girl was recovered in the hospital. Then I brought that girl to the police station and shown all 250 photographs to the girl. Surprisingly, the girl has identified one person.
Okay.
I also wondered, really, it is very surprising. I appreciate that girl's knowledge, even though 70 years she has identified that person. Immediately I arrested the person and pick up that one and I interrogated and everything. Surprisingly, the boy was confessed. Yes, he did that one. Okay. Collected all technical evidence, DNA evidence and everything, official reports and everything. I filed charge sheet in the court of law, and trial was conducted successfully. Our public prosecutor was also very made a lot of efforts, and ultimately we got the conviction for 7 years life imprisonment to that accuser.
Okay.
That is that is very sensitive rape case investigated by me during my tenure. Some other cases also there, but
there are some cases which eventually gives a sense of satisfaction for the service, and also which gives a psychological imprint, and there are some cases which last long. So adding to this, that sir, how has been your transition from being a police officer to the lawyer? Because post your retirement, you took up for the law, but what was the motivation? What was the background to it?
Yeah, exactly. I want to tell that thing also, because before entering into service, I did my LLB in Sri Krishnadevara University, Anantapur. That means 1984. During my study times, I also attended a service commission examinations. And after completion of my LLB, I also selected a sub-inspector of police through service commission. Then the dilemma was there. Whether I have to choose the lawyer profession or choose the service commission, service. Then I think that both are related one. Why not? Then I choose it. Before entering into service, I also made a bar council membership. I joined as a bar council member. So enrolled myself as a member in the High Court bar, Telangana High Court. The dilemma was there. Then I choose it because both are related one. Then we enter into the service. So that I entered into service in 1985. After completion of 33 years in the service. In 2019. 2019. After retirement, I will continue my profession, because it will be useful for me as well as to the society, because I am some investigation skills, little investigation skills for to me also. That's why I will utilize this one for the benefit of the society or the victims who are approaching to the courts. Approaching the courts, so that it will be helpful for them also. So that I resumed my.
Definitely. So I'll be asking you a final question, sir, and that will be a learning lesson for all the listeners who are students, who are common people. There will be lawyers, there will be judicial officers, there will be investigating officers. So what are your tips to the investigating officer when they are conducting a trial or finding evidences? So any of the top 3 tips you want to give or you want to share from your 3 decades of experiences?
Yeah, exactly. Investigation officer should be very keen and cautious while producing the witnesses in the court of law at the time of trial. Because sometimes witnesses may miss some points. Maybe some memory are unable to recollect or things like that. That's why the IO should take care before sending them to the trial. He has to recollect all evidences, all oral or technical evidences which were happened at the time of the commission of offense. That is the most important thing, that IO should take the responsibility in producing the witnesses in the court of law. Next one is each and everything which was collected in at the scene of offense should be put forth before the court. We should not neglect anything also. Any simplest evidence also should not neglect. What is a small thing? No. Even small hair or some cigarette butt or beady butt or even blood drop also is the more important thing. We have to collect all physical evidences. That is the most vital part in the trial also.
Definitely, sir. Definitely.
Yeah.
And we will be concluding this particular session on heinous crime today. And in the coming course of time, definitely, sir, we will be having this set of interaction on various other topics related to criminal law or some other edition in the area of criminal law also. So it was a privilege talking to you, sir. And we'll be continuing such sessions in the future. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Abhijit. Yeah, Ajit, you are, I think. Thank you, Ajit.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.